everyone, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day today. So before we jump into today's build, I would like to say a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. So if you don't know what Skillshare is, I am super excited that I get to be the one to introduce you to them because they are an online learning community with over thousands of inspiring classes for curious and creative people. Through classes on Skillshare, you can explore your creativity, learn new skills, or maybe improve on skills that you already have. They offer classes in, for example, video editing, so you can learn how to use Premiere Pro, but also other Adobe programs such as Photoshop. They also offer classes in interior design, productivity, self-care, creative writing as well, how to make a career out of your creativity, and many, many more. One of the ones that I've personally found super helpful myself, and I enjoyed this class so much, is Plants at Home, Uplift Your Spirit and Your Space by Christopher Griffin, also known as Plant Queen. He has such a positive attitude throughout the whole class, which is really inspiring to me. Like, it's about plants, obviously from the title. And you can just tell that he loves his green girls. Like, it's just really awesome to see, and he was really good at keeping me interested throughout the whole class as well, so I highly recommend it. Skillshare is made for learning, so there are no ads to interrupt you while you're taking a class, and they continuously launch new premium classes as well, so there's always something new to learn. Plus, you can get the annual subscription for only $10 a month. On top of that, Skillshare have been so generous to give the first 1,000 people who click my link at the top of the description box a free trial so you can go explore your creativity. So thank you again to Skillshare so much for sponsoring today's video. Now let's move on to the build. So today we are decorating an apartment, a rather big one inside Myshuno. I think this area is called Uptown. It's been a long time since I've built here, so I might be wrong about that, but I think it's called Uptown. And we're primarily using Dream Home Decorator. I said that I was going to do one more build. I also said that I was going to release it yesterday, but I did not have time to finish it. And we're going to talk a little bit about why as well. Not that anything dramatic happened whatsoever. I just got caught up in looking at other stuff. Like, I'm going to be straight up honest. Last week was... I feel like it was like 2 weeks pushed into one, and my brain just completely shut off yesterday. So I sat down and I started reading about books. Instead of reading books, I started reading about books that I actually want to read. So you know how sometimes when you go on shopping sites and you basically just add like a lot of different, say a clothing website, and you just add a lot of clothing to your shopping cart, but you never actually check out. That's what I did with books yesterday. So yeah. But anyway, we're building this apartment, decorating this apartment. It's for 2 parents, a teen, and also, is it just 1 kid? No, 2 kids. You might have seen me use this floor plan before. I have definitely used it once or twice, I think. So you might recognize a little bit of it, but it's just one of the ones that I like to go to. I have the same sort of thing going on with like every other apartment building inside Myshuno because I've decorated them so many times. Each of them I've decorated. There's a couple that I might have decorated like twice or something, but most of them I've decorated at least like 4 times by now, I swear. So I just have like a couple of go-to floor plans that I tend to sway towards when I decorate these apartments, and this is one of the ones that I like to do for this specific apartment. It's one of the bigger ones. It's one of the Alto Apartments, so just like the largest apartments you can find inside Myshuno, except from maybe the 3-floor one, except I think that one overall is actually smaller than this one. This one is huge. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest apartment inside Myshuno, but I could be wrong. I haven't actually sat down and taken measurements and stuff, so I could be wrong, but anyway. So I want to talk a little bit about the stuff that's going on Twitter right now. Everyone, basically, you might have been wondering, why are you not posting about this postcard? I did get one. It never crossed my mind that I would make a video about it. I did get one though. I have it, it's on my shelf behind me among all my pop figures and my books and, you know, all that stuff. But there's a trailer dropping on, I think it's on Thursday the 10th. Yeah, the Thursday. On the 10th, so on Thursday, there's a trailer dropping over on the Sims YouTube channel, and it's for the next expansion pack that I'm guessing is going to be like countryside, cottagecore, cuteness, if you will, but I don't really know because the postcard doesn't say that much. It only shows like one picture, which is a river with a bridge going over it, but it looks like it's sort of like set in the countryside. And I don't even remember what the postcard said because I read it last week. Hold on. So I actually grabbed it. I just want to tell you guys. It says, "Dearest friend, we are so pleased you're joining us in Henford? On Bagley." I don't know how to say that. Bagley? Possibly. I don't know. "I'm sure you will enjoy the quaint countryside life. Do come visit us at our garden stall when you arrive. A&A Crumblebottom." So Crumblebottom is returning. What's her name? Agnes? Is that her name? Yeah, Agnes. She has a sister. I just forgot her name as well. It's okay. They have different names in Danish, and I used to play The Sims in Danish. So, like when I was a kid, I would play The Sims in Danish, basically up until the fourth. So this one, I played Sims 1 to 3 in Danish. So sometimes when people mention characters, I'm like, who are they? Because they have different names in Danish. So anyway, but yeah, they're saying, I heard the mayor talking about a worldwide tourism video for Henford on Bagley, whatever we call that, premiering June 10th at 8 a.m. PT on the YouTube channel, so the Sims YouTube channel. So I'm guessing that the trailer is going to be a little bit like tourism video inspired, and I'm super excited for it. This is definitely something, like, you guys know I love cottages as well. I feel like the packs this year, or at least this one, and I forgot what did we get other than this year, the kits, whatever. But the country kitchen kit is probably going to come in handy for this one, I think. But so far, this game pack, Dream Home Decorator, totally up my alley. And now we're getting something that's almost like opposite of that, which is Country Life. Because Country Life is a lot more, if you want to build like country, what's it called? Cottagecore, cottagecore cottages, whatever. That sounds so dumb. Something more cottagecore, that aesthetic. It's definitely a little bit more rustic and flowery, which is quite the opposite of Scandi, clean Scandi modern style. So, but I like both. I like both styles. They are two of my most comfortable, like, yeah, you guys get what I mean. So I'm super excited for this. I'm super excited to build a lot of cottages. I'm assuming that that's the sort of vibe they're going for with the new world. So looking forward to that. I have to like sit down and gather all my inspiration so that I can deliver a lot of builds to you guys. Cottages. So yeah, but definitely look forward to the trailer coming out on Thursday on the Sims YouTube channel. I don't know if The Sims actually posted a teaser on... Why are they releasing the trailer on Thursday? Why is it not on a Tuesday? That's kind of weird. Anyway, they did the same with this one actually, with Dream Home Decorator, that pack. They released a trailer on a Thursday, which I thought was super strange, because usually you'd get a teaser on Twitter from The Sims on the Monday, and then they'd release the trailer on Tuesday on YouTube. But now it's like all upside down. Whatever. So yeah, but definitely keep an eye on The Sims YouTube channel on Thursday, because there's a new trailer coming and we're probably going to do a trailer reaction to it as well. I'm looking forward to this so much, and it's going to be an expansion pack as well. So like, yes, I'm assuming this is the expansion pack. They wouldn't send out postcards to people if it wasn't. So I'm looking forward to it. You'll probably have forgotten that I said this next week when the video goes live, but there's a video going up next week that I already scheduled. And I'm actually talking about, like, I feel like there should be a trailer coming out either this week or next week. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know if it's already been, like, if it's already gone live. And then it's just weird that I'm not talking about it. So, but yeah, it's gonna go live this Thursday. I'm super excited for it. I can't wait to do the trailer reaction video, and just see what's up and see what's coming with the new pack as well, because I know just about as much as you guys do, so looking forward to it. Anyway, for this apartment, like I said, this will be the last build where I'm primarily using Dream Home Decorator for the time being. There we go. That took a little bit of time. Anyway, because I know that not everyone has the pack, it's definitely not everyone's cup of tea, even though I hate to admit that because it's totally my cup of tea, but I know that it's not for everyone, and I like to build a variety of things so that I don't just appeal to one specific group of players, so that you all get to use my builds. Does that make sense? Plus, I also like to experience or just like play around with different styles myself as well, and I don't want to get completely tired of this modern Scandinavian style, even though I feel like I'm not able to get tired of it, but hey, whatever. So yeah, we're definitely moving on to something else during this week, and we're going to continue a little bit of a variety of things until the new EP comes out, whenever that happens, because I don't know, but we'll know on Thursday. So yeah, you can expect mostly, there might be like a couple of builds here and there that are focused on Dream Home Decorators vibe overall, but I'll go for a mix of different packs from now on. So we have moved on from release week, or whatever we call that, and we're moving into just like regular content, kind of. So this would be the last one, but I had a lot of fun with this one, even though it took me such a long time. Like I said, I've been getting into reading again. I got a little bit distracted, I want to say 1/3 into this apartment, and then again like halfway through it or something, because I was looking at books that I wanted to read. I haven't really read like a lot on a daily basis since maybe like 2016 or 2017. I truly enjoy reading so much, which I'm sure I've also told you guys. I've just not been able to prioritize it for years, basically, because I spend so many hours working on videos that, and I've just been like I've been really bad at taking time off in the evening for myself to like fully calm down before I go to bed. But I've been learning how to do that throughout this year, actually. So sometimes I'll sit down to watch like 1 or 2 episodes of a TV series. You guys know that I have been watching a lot of K-dramas, and now I'm also trying to spend a little bit of that free time every evening on reading, because I just love sitting here, not here in my chair, but like on my couch or in my bed, and just delving into a book. I like that. I love that. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just love it anyway. So I've been doing a little bit of that. I so far only managed to finish Shadow and Bone, which I finished this weekend, I think. And then I started the second one, which I think is called Siege and Storm, or Storm and Siege. I'm pretty sure it's Siege and Storm, which is the second one in that series. So I'm working through that right now, and I'm fully just enjoying. I'm so happy that I have found time to get back to reading. But yeah, if you guys got any suggestions for any kinds of series that I should read, definitely let me know. I love book recommendations. And if you got any like book YouTubers that you follow as well, let me know too, so that I can get more recommendations, because I'm a really fast reader, by the way. So it's gonna turn into a terribly expensive habit. I'm just saying, I fear it, but I'm a really fast reader, and that's gonna be a problem. I'm actually genuinely scared, and I know this sounds ridiculous, but I'm genuinely scared that I'll run out of good book series to read at some point, because I read so quickly. Anyway, I just don't know how to put a book down once I start it, because I'm always like, one more chapter. You know, like some people, when they watch TV series and they start it and then suddenly they're finished with the whole season because they just binge it. That's what I do with books. So it's gonna be very expensive, but I'm just gonna have to learn to do both instead of just reading or just watching TV series. We're gonna do a little bit of everything. So anyway, yeah, if you got any recommendations, definitely let me know. I have a lot of books to catch up on that have been released over the past 4 years or so anyway, so that's good for me. But yeah, also I prefer fantasy. Gotta put that out there. If you got any like awesome fantasy series, let me know. We're like almost halfway through the voiceover, and I've basically just been rambling about other stuff. But when I'm excited about something, and you guys know this, I just need to talk about it in my voiceovers. So I'm just so happy that I'm into reading, or that I got back into finding time to read again. So I needed to share that excitement with you guys. But anyway, and also the fact that there's a trailer coming out on Thursday. Like, don't forget that. There's a trailer coming out on Thursday. So I feel like this teen, I think their parents kind of have big expectations for them. This was something that I thought about while I was decorating this. So I feel like they have big expectations for them. Like, they probably want them to get into studying business or becoming a lawyer, or maybe being a scientist or something that a rich family would consider prestigious. Something like that. I hate that. Stay humble, everyone. It doesn't matter what your job is. Just want to point that out. As long as you enjoy it, this is what my mom said to me, by the way. As long as you enjoy it, that's the most important thing. Like, as long as you enjoy it and you can get everything to run around so you don't end up in debt or something like that, that's all that matters. But I feel like the specific family is a little bit on the wealthier side, and in truly stereotypical fashion, I'm just going to say that the parents kind of want their kids to end up like them a little bit. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what I was thinking for the teen. However, I totally imagine the teen to be into fashion, and what they want to do is become a fashion designer. So they have this like huge walk-in closet behind the bed. They definitely, I try to do it so that there's some creative vibes going on in that room as well, with like the patterns and the fairy lights, and there's a guitar as well, but I don't know how you completely convey that. Does that make sense? Is that the right word to use? Whatever. I don't know how to completely get that across. So, like, because it's a fashion designer, we don't really have any items other than the board that I couldn't really put in there, because I feel like that would have been a little bit too obvious as well. You know, the board that came with Get Famous, the white one that you can hang on the wall, the one you actually use for the career. But I couldn't really use that item because the parents aren't fully supposed to know that their teen kid is kind of considering going a different route. So I imagine them to have like notebooks and stuff, and they're kind of illustrating their designs in those and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a dream so far, but they're definitely about to go for it. No idea about these kids, which is why I'm continuously talking about the teen, but I definitely had a vision for the teen. So think like Gossip Girl, kind of, that kind of family vibe. That's what's going on here, except I don't know, I definitely did not decorate this apartment as a Gossip Girl apartment, but that's also because it's not my cup of tea at all. Like, it's all a little bit too fancy. Stay humble, everyone. So I just can't really do that very well. And also I wanted to use the new pack just for the last time, like primarily use the new pack just for the last time. The parents got the biggest walk-in wardrobe that I have ever done, I think. There's quite a lot going on in there, but I really got to, or not like a lot, but I really got to combine these different items in a different way than I have until now, because so far I've mainly used it for like closets that are just open closets, basically, so they're still a part of the bedroom instead of in a separate room by itself. So it's not like it's never been a full-on walk-in closet until now. But don't get your hopes high, because it's literally just like it's still minuscule compared to some actual walk-in closets in real life, but I did not have more space to play around with. So I had to do what I had to do. This unit right here took me maybe like half an hour to fit together. I don't know. I was struggling. Let's just put it like it is what it is. I was struggling. So it took me such a long time. I actually went on Google and was like, I need to put together, I didn't say this to Google, but this is what I thought, just to point that out. I need to put together a unit that I haven't made so far, because I tend to use the same items for the units that I have used with these modular pieces. And I just wanted to do something that I wouldn't necessarily come up with myself, or at least not from scratch. So I found a unit, actually. It's called an entertainment unit. You're supposed to have a TV in the middle, but this is not for that specifically. So instead, I ended up using some shelves here and also put some pictures in the middle, I think. And it just turned out to like be a nice little, those pictures. A nice little decor unit instead. Is that even a thing? I don't know. It was a lot of fun though. If you want the to make it yourself in the game, go ahead. I don't mind at all. That was such a weird thing to say, as if I think this is like the greatest invention in The Sims ever. I really don't. But it was quite a lot of fun to do, and I know that we tend to, just like I have these characteristics when I build, like you kind of tend to sometimes use the same tricks and that sort of thing. It's always nice to get a different perspective on things and get some ideas from other people. So if you see me combine these modular pieces in a way that you wouldn't necessarily do yourself, you're welcome to just do my modular piece combinations. I don't know how to phrase that, but you get what I mean, hopefully. Otherwise, I failed this voiceover, but you know, that happens on a weekly basis anyway, so this voiceover is all over the place as well, so it's definitely no exception. But Anyway, I was actually struggling really hard with the fireplace because I felt like the sides, like both the right side and both sides to the side of the fireplace, were too bare, but I didn't want to use more wall decor like the bars or whatever you call those from Eco Lifestyle, simply because there were too many bars in the bedroom all of a sudden and it was just getting a little bit too prissy, which to be honest is fair enough, not my kind of vibe. And so I decided to just keep the sides of the TV bare, but now I definitely feel like there's something missing there. But hey, not everything you do has to be perfect. So anyway, I'm always okay with highlighting things that I'm not necessarily particularly fond of in my builds to you guys, even though I know that I'm not really super good at selling my builds to you guys because of that, but I also want to be realistic and I just am honest as well, so I don't think really super highly of anything that I do, to be honest. And I don't know, I feel like it's important for me personally to just highlight the things that I don't necessarily like too much. I do like this walk-in closet though. I had a lot of fun with it. But I feel like I'm biased when it comes to walk-in closets as well because I just really want a walk-in closet myself. Now that this is something that I should build either this week or next week. I should build my dream home. I think it's been suggested a couple of times since Dream Home Decorator came out as well because the style is so up my alley. So at least if it's mixed with a little bit of other vibes as well. So maybe I'll do that either this week or next week, not really sure. Depends a little bit on the information we get on Thursday, I suppose. But am I the only one who really dislikes when they release trailers and then the packs don't come out until like over a month after? Because that's just a lot of a waiting time. It's too much for me. I'm a patient person, but I can't deal with that amount of waiting time. So it better not be one of those situations with this pack, but I wouldn't know. I know nothing. I know just as much as you guys do. As long as you've read the postcard, I know just as much as you. So we'll see on Thursday, I suppose. But yeah, that is something that maybe I should jump into. My dream home, either this week or next week. I don't know. Let me know if that's something you want to see. Also, I could do an updated version of my apartment as well. It's been requested quite a lot, even though I did actually build my apartment the way that I imagined it would be back in 2019 when I moved in here before it was actually decorated. I did not have any furniture, like other than my bed and a clothing rack as well, and my desk in here plus the shelves behind me, and eventually also my dining table and 2 dining chairs. That's not a lot of furniture, by the way, just saying. I did not have more than that until, I think, January. So I moved in here September 2019, and until January is when I got my couch and my coffee table. And then it's just, a lot of my furniture I've actually gotten this year as well. So, or at least like around December, January, I think. So, that video might be a little bit outdated now. I don't really know because, your taste actually does change. Like good ideas for interior that you came up with a year prior, you might not feel the same way a year after. Does that make sense? So yeah, I might do an updated version of that too. If that's something you want to see, let me know. And other than that, I have no idea. Actually, I do know what I'm going to build, but I'm not going to tell you guys just in case I don't stick to my schedule or my plans because I tend to not to. So I'm not going to sit here and make promises about builds and then never release them. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my plans to myself, except from I want to know if you guys want to see the dream home and the updated version of the apartment, because I can definitely do those, so let me know. As for the rest of the video, I think we just finished the laundry room. I'm also doing 1 bathroom. I think there's a lot of bathrooms in this apartment. I think it's like 5 or 6 total. I only decorated 1 on cam because basically I almost forgot to do the bathrooms. No, I'm kidding. Not this time. I did in my last build, but whatever. So it's a thing. I just don't like bathrooms. So I ended up copy pasting a lot of items to the other bathrooms. They're all quite big as well, which again, I don't like bathrooms. There's a lot of decorating to do in a room or in rooms, plural, that you don't necessarily like decorating that much. So I just cut them out, or I didn't record them at all. So, but they all look a little bit like this. I don't even think I included photos of them here at the end of the video, screenshots, but they look pretty much like this one, just more windows. You can check them out. Like, they're all decorated. Don't misunderstand me or think that I went the lazy route. I made sure to decorate all of them so they look proper in the game if you download the build. As in, there are still towels and toothbrushes and hand soap and, you know, all that stuff. All the decor pieces are still there. I just don't particularly like decorating bathrooms that much, so I copy-paste a lot of the furniture to the other bathrooms just so I don't have to come up with new color schemes and stuff, but I feel like that's okay as well. I don't think it's necessarily lazy to do that because I also feel like it's a little bit realistic as well, or am I wrong in thinking like that? I don't really know. I've never had plural bathrooms myself, so I wouldn't really know if they look the exact same. Anyway, never lived in a mansion or in an American suburban house or anything like that where they have multiple bathrooms. I lived in a house from the 1870s, 1890s, something like that. It did have 2 different bathrooms. They didn't look anything alike, but one was in the basement and was really old, and the other one was on the first floor and was also really, really old. So they're just old, you know, just old. But I feel like if you moved into an apartment and you're gonna renovate like 5 different bathrooms, you'd most likely go for the same items for all the bathrooms instead of customizing each one. At least I know I would, because I am not counting on spending a lot of time in the bathrooms. So I'm gonna spend my energy and my creative juices, or what, that sounded so disgusting, whatever, elsewhere. You know what I mean? So the bathrooms can look alike if they want to. The last room that we are decorating is the office in here. And I was like, because I started reading again, I was like, they need a proper lounge situation in here so they can just like lazy it out on the couch. That's not a term, we're going for it anyway, and just lie there and read all day if they want to. So they have a delicious sofa in here. There's also a little bit of a work area over by the desk as well, which I actually like how that turned out. I used some of the customizable, like some of the modular pieces right here, and I feel like the whole like shelving unit above the desk is actually really cool. Something that I wouldn't mind having myself, to be honest. And yeah, I like how it looks. If I didn't have to have lights and stuff, I would consider making my setup like this. Yeah, but other than decorating this little corner over here and also the bookcases, I think we are pretty much done. Yeah, we're just adding some clutter, adding some decor, some more magazines, some more books, boxes, so on and so on. So I'm gonna be wrapping up this voiceover now. If you guys like this apartment, you can download it off the gallery as the room build. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, the tray files will be on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description box and in the pinned comment. If you like Roblox videos, definitely check out my Roblox channel. And if you like lifestyle videos such as vlogs, definitely check out my lifestyle channel. Both will also be linked to in the description box and the pinned comment. Thank you again so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. If you haven't checked them out already, I highly recommend that you do by clicking on the link in the pinned comment or the one in the description box. It's an awesome website, so you can definitely have a lot of fun on it. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better.